Hello again, everybody. Captain Mike Rowell with Charter Boat Annie Girl. Just want to talk to you today about the 2016 fishing season and give you some of my thoughts. First of all, this time of year we start getting ready to fish for tuna. Several years ago, we started acquiring customers that wanted to go to Louisiana to go fishing at the Lump for tuna in the month of February, and the Lump died off, and we probably 6 or 7 years ago we started having to run 100 miles offshore rather than about 40 down to the Lump, and we're fishing deep water oil rigs for tuna off of Louisiana, which is fine and it's fun and all that. But the downside is, for me, it's a huge expense for me to take the boat over there and keep it there, and we don't fish every day, so we're running back and forth with the truck. And anyway, you can understand there's a lot of expense to overcome, and not to mention $2,500 for a fishing license. And anyway, some of my customers have expressed they'd rather stay and fish out of Orange Beach. So, given all of that, and the fact that the next thing I want to bring up is the seasons, I'm tending to stay in Orange Beach, and I'm trying to build that wintertime fishery back up out of Orange Beach. So here's something else to think about. Of course, we do still want to target our tunas in February like we always do, and we have some very good trips. The other thing is, I want to talk to you about seasons. I've said it before, but fishing now is getting to be just like hunting as far as regulations go, and with trying not to repeat myself, but years ago, I'm sure that there was not any regulation on hunting. People went hunting when they were hungry, and as time went on, they started putting the limits and seasons on different species: deer, turkeys, squirrels, whatever. Well, the same thing now is happening in our lifetime with fish. The same thing. We've got to manage these fisheries to keep them healthy, and that comes with bag limits and seasons. So, for example, amberjack. Amberjack is a very popular species for us on our as far as reef fishing. It's open now. The past several years, amberjack has been closing halfway through the year, or for whatever reason, because we caught the total allowable catch for the Gulf, and they shut it down early. Same thing with triggerfish. Last year we had a very short triggerfish season. Well, here it is, January 7th or 8th, whatever it is today. Amberjack is open, triggerfish is open. Everything is open basically except red snapper right now, and I think gag grouper's closed. But I'm going to send you a link on the federal waters, and that's where I fish 99% of the time, in federal waters. Don't get it mixed up with state waters. State waters has their own regulations. I have to fish by federal regulations. So I'm going to send you a link to look at the seasons for the different species and the time of year. So I hear people all the time talking to me about, well, you can only keep 2 red snapper. It's rare that I take a fishing trip that all we fish for is red snapper. Go catch 2 red snapper and come back. I book full day trips 99% of the time, or overnight trips, and we go out and we try to target as many species that are open that we possibly can, and have fun in the meantime doing it. It's not a commercial fishing trip where we go out and try to fill up the boxes as much as we can and come back and sell them, and that's how we make our money. We sell an experience and a fishing trip, a fun day on the water with a very nice boat and a experienced, knowledgeable, and kind, courteous crew. And it's an experience is what we're selling. So, given all that, I'm going to shut up here pretty quick. I want you to think about booking your fishing trip during the time of year that the season is open now. So that might mean, changing your habits of fishing in June or July or August to going in February or March or September or October. So look at the seasons. Don't let this February and March season get away from you if you want to catch amberjack or you want to catch triggerfish or whatever it might be. So that's my main message I'm trying to get to you today, that there's plenty of fish. There's always going to be a fisheries management issue of some kind that we're going to agree with or disagree with, but the good news is we do have a healthy fishery, and you might have to adjust your time when you target those fish. So we're not just targeting tuna in February, but that is kind of what we put the spotlight on traditionally. But if you just want to go on a day trip bottom fishing, and then that can be a very good trip too. So give you something to think about. I appreciate you listening, and we appreciate your business, and hope y'all get the chance to go fishing with us. And until next time, this is Captain Mike saying, come catch you some on Danny Girl. Thank you.